Okay, and we might have messed up a couple things on the intro there, but hey, no one's perfect, including us. We'll figure it out for next time, I'm sure. So, when we last left our heroes, having saved the miners from the now flooded mine, and able to collect just enough precious metals for Batown the blacksmith, the party ventured back to the blacksmith's shop to claim the reward that was due to them. As they entered in, giving the blacksmith his precious metals, he told them of a small ship that might help them across the bay in the middle of the night in order to obtain access to the temple and get that much closer, potentially, to the champion's weapon that they sought. As they left the blacksmith shop, headed down to the dock area, they did come across a small ship known as the Tangled Sheets. There they met two new friends, Fusi and Camilla. Fusi being a energetic, very friendly individual. Camilla being a beautiful water genasi. As they spoke with the couple, they give a little bit of information towards their plan, with Camilla not so on board. However, after a little bit of persuasion, they agreed to take the party across, under the assumption that they knew nothing, and this never happened. Setting that night to leave, the party made the decision not to go along with them this evening, but wait till the following week, to better prepare themselves for what may lie in the temple across the bay. Leaving the ship behind, the party enjoyed a little bit of R&R for the day. A little bit of shopping, Ollie finally getting a chance to work on Alara's dress, as well as spend some time drinking in the Thirsty Crab. However, as Ollie attempted to fix Alara's dress, combining it with a white dragon's scales, his god Gibble decided to punish him for even attempting to work with such evils, taking away his divine power entirely. With only half of the dress fixed, Ollie, Eli, and Pavo made their way back to the Thirsty Crab to meet with Lucy and their new friend Ash. At the same time, Trix and Alara headed off to the Twinkling Star, a strange and curious magic shop that held many a wonder in the city of Honsor. Trix finally getting her hands on a proper weapon known as the firearm, a massive rifle that was able to shoot incendiary rounds. And of course, Alara, in her ever-friendly ways, decided to buy some very special rings for the group, each having different colors on them. As the two made their way back to the tavern in order to meet with the rest of their friends, Alara passing out the rings in front of them, each of them taking a ring and putting it on. As they did, it seemed that they started to glow in slight places of the color of the ring that they wore. Along with that, seemingly whatever they had on their minds projected out onto the table. Quickly learning that these rings in particular allowed the party to cast minor illusion. While they sat around at the tavern, deciding what exactly to do next, a strange rumbling started to overtake the entire establishment. And as they walked outside to see what the commotion was, a massive airship bearing the family sigil of the Presage family entered into the airspace. And so, our story continues Standing around the doorway of the tavern, you all stare up into the sky as a massive shadow seems to block out the sun entirely from the city itself. Large wings on either side of it. A beautiful brass bottom polished to perfection. And a large fiery ring that seemed to wrap around the entirety of the hull itself. The reverberations continued as it stopped just over top of the bay. As it does, you see what looks like two smaller vessels come out from the ship and begin to make their way down to the opposite side of the bay, directly towards the Brass Flamingo. But as it begins to, the two small vessels begin to descend to the ground, you lose sight, as from where you are at this point is a little too far away from any details.
Father always did like making an entrance.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Hell of an entrance.
I wonder what he's doing here.
A lot of powerful people in town.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Me either.
And maybe we should leave. Little joke. Because we're powerful. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Very, very good.
Oh,
Good one.
Oh.
Thanks, Ollie.
Well, I take it you want to go say hi.
Don't we have to go back
Yeah.
to that store?
I mean, well, yeah, we should go back to the store. We need more money to go back to the store. I don't know, Ollie, like, what, aren't you, like, your dad was the one that ordered Shay to be captured.
I mean,
What if we go and he's mad at us?
I don't think he will be mad at us. I mean, he's been operating everything from a distance. If he was here with some perspective, he might not have made the decisions that he made.
So what do you want to say to your dad?
I guess for starters, hey, this is the new me.
Okay.
He's not even going to recognize me when he first sees me. I take it he probably already knows that we found the Golden City, but he does
Why
have a
would he
lot of
know?
resources. I mean,
He wouldn't know, I don't think.
oh yeah, true.
only-
The person I was going to get to tell him was murdered by Shade.
Yeah. Maybe we keep that to ourselves for now. Just until
I
we know
think-
what he wants to do with it.
Ollie, I'm also really nervous because I had that dream, what was actually me remembering something. He was the one that sort of pushed Racilian to do what he's doing now. So he obviously has a stake in all of this. So I don't trust him. I'm sorry.
I mean, he's got different information than we have. We know what Racilian's doing is wrong. If he was influenced by Racilian since the beginning and convinced what Racilian is doing is right, then maybe we just need to inform my father what we've discovered, that Racilian is wrong, that we are the ones that need to step in and stop all this from happening. And actually, if we explain things to him and then my dad ends up being on our side, he's got so much more resources. Maybe with my dad's help, we can get the lantern and achieve all our goals a lot faster.
What if he's not on our side?
I can't fathom why he wouldn't be. Unless, I don't know, we have to hear his side as well, I guess.
Is that store on the way to the Brass Flamingo?
I
Yeah,
can't remember.
The shopping district is more or less at, if you were looking at the bay, looking onward towards the city, it would be at the 12 o'clock position, right by where most of the government buildings are. The Brass Flamingo would be closer to about 2 o'clock.
Mm,
Well, Ollie, he's your dad. You know more about him than most of us, or all of us, really. I say we take his lead on this.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? He's not going to strike down his own son and his friends.
And either way, it would be probably a little enlightening of a conversation, if nothing else. Anybody opposed?
No, I think the best way to find someone's true intentions is to talk to them directly instead of listening at hearsay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it can't hurt. It can't hurt.
And we have a week to kill. So,
okay.
Phrasing. Time is it right now, roughly?
Days.
Roughly at this point, it's been a few hours since last time you checked. It's most likely around dinner time, 6 or 7-ish.
It's 6:35.
Oh, still some time in the day. You want to try to catch him on the way there? Ollie?
On the
He's
way
yeah, we
where?
could try.
On the way where? We know where he's going?
Didn't he
Heading
got off
toward
at the bay,
direction of
heading in the direction of the Bronze Flamingo?
Okay.
Oh, so we're just assuming.
We're just gonna meet him at the Bronze Flamingo. Do you want to stop at the store or no?
I mean, we have a whole week to go back to the store.
Okay.
I'd like to stop at the store.
Your friends won't go back.
Oh God.
All
No.
right, Eli.
I'll be
you want to go to the store?
I'll be fast.
Okay.
It's
Alara,
Is it on the way?
I think it is. It's like he said that Brass Flamingo is 12, the store is 2. So it's like a quick
Other way around.
Okay.
Close enough.
oh, all right.
And Ash, I'll explain what I know on the way as to what is going on. I'm sure you're confused.
very, very. It seems very interesting, though.
As we walk, I'll explain what I know to Ash. Just save some time.
Okay. As you make your way around the bay once more, you curve past a few of the local government buildings and into the shopping district, which most of you would know at this point. Only a few minutes later, you're graced with the sight of a large building with roofing that seems to twinkle like the stars itself.
This is the cool ceiling that I didn't tell you about, but that's what Boosie was telling me about. And he drew this, and she'll take out the drawing, and he drew this of it. It's so cool. You have to go in and see.
I think we were there for that conversation with Fusey, right? Like we
Yeah.
saw the
You were.
drawing?
Yeah,
We saw
yeah,
it.
yeah.
We saw the drawing.
All right. Just
Yeah.
checking.
It's a nice place, Alara.
It is. Okay, Eli.
Well,
So shall
be
we?
quick about it.
Didn't you, there's something you have to pick up too. Is there not?
Yeah. I have to wait
Scroll.
a few days. I have to
Oh,
wait a day
days.
or something like that. Yeah.
So then why was the
Oh.
rush to get back here?
I thought
Eli
we were coming
wanted-
back. Well, we're here now, so I'm gonna go in. But for the record, I thought we were going in for like a couple reasons.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Anyway,
Okay.
I don't know how to proceed here.
Okay, so the good news is that stream can still see Dave, but we can't.
Okay.
So for those, everyone who's watching us right now and is confused why we all look panicked and terrified is because we lost Dave's video feed and we can't see him right now. I don't know, Dave, can you say something? Can we still hear you?
I can, but
Ooh,
I
okay.
believe our entire stream just froze. Oh,
Yeah. Just froze.
Uh-oh.
Are we back?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think we're back now.
On the bright
It's,
side, where it froze, we all look great. All right.
Panic. Panic.
One of those evenings, I guess.
Okay.
Mm,
And I'm looking
Okay.
for something that I can't find.
it's choppy.
So we're just gonna have to wing it anyway.
Oh no, I'm
Okay.
making a dumb face.
Oh no. Our stream is still really choppy.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's right.
Can't hear that without hearing the stupid TikTok sound.
no.
Oh, look at that
Uh,
joke. It's all such a cool stream. You're all freezed.
Yeah, we're free.
Someone using time magic.
I think that our best bet, I might restart the stream.
Mm.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
sorry for that. Okay. Chat, if you can hear me, bear with us for a couple minutes. I'm going to go ahead and restart the stream so we can get a handle of what's happening over here because my computer seems to be on fire right now. So bear with us for a couple minutes and we will be right back. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully things will work out. I'm hoping that it's okay this time, though. I see a lot of things have broken on my screen, but let's just ignore that for the day. We'll get it figured out later. And thank you for the bits and the support, guys. And tonight we don't need it, or we don't deserve it at all. So, with that said, our party was just headed over towards the Twinkling Star. As they stop out front,
Go.
Eli, this is you.
Oh, yeah. I'll go inside.
as you walk into the shop proper, looking around, you see a veritable forest of magic items. Many stacked on top of shelves, as well as a large case in the very front, filled with various talismans and rings and trophies of all sorts. You also take note of the half-elf woman that stands behind the counter. She looks up at you to greet you on the way in. Ah, welcome to the Twinkling Star. What can I do for you?
Hey there. Word on the street is you've got a cloak of invisibility.
Yes.
The cloak, not the viper suit. That Eli,
viper
I
suit.
told
Are
you
you?
there's a
Oh,
suit.
did you come in with me?
I'm in here now out of sheer
Okay.
annoyance.
You phase through the wall.
Yeah, I just show up, teleport. Eli, that's the suit that I was telling you about. I saw it and I just thought that is Eli.
Okay, Eli will walk over and stand beside the suit, and my guess is there will be a noticeable difference in size.
As you look over to the suits, the woman looks back to you and says, "Ah, interested in that piece of armor? I can have that fixed up for you."
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
Viper suit. You're gonna say no to the viper suit? Oh my god.
Okay, well, how much is the viper suit?
The serpent scale armor goes for a mere 5,500 gold.
Okay. And the cloak of invisibility?
Cloak of invisibility goes for roughly about 12,000 gold.
So that's 600 platinum? Or no, wait. What's that?
No.
1,200.
That'd be 1,200 platinum. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
But last time it was cheaper.
it'd
Last
be.
time
You should say 1,200
but-
gold. Wouldn't that be 120 platinum?
No, 12,000.
that's 1,000.
Oh, 12,000. Okay.
So it'd be.
Is that what you
1,200 gold.
remember, Alara?
I don't. The player doesn't. So I default to whatever the DM says. I'm sorry.
I can't meta, so if she's saying 12,000, he wouldn't know any different. All right, well, here's my logic, guys. Help me play this out.
Okay.
I'm already quiet. So the added advantage of being quiet with armor doesn't necessarily help me. It'll toughen me up a little bit. But I don't know, like I feel like being invisible, it's a tough call to make.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I'm asking for your opinion, guys.
I think.
Is the player
that-
asking or is the character
Yeah,
asking?
who's
Lucy's
asking?
outside.
Well, if you ask my opinion, armor just weighs you down. You need to be as free as you possibly can.
I think you would look really good in the Viper suit. I wouldn't be able to see you if you're invisible.
Does the out of game, does the cloak require attunement?
don't know.
I believe the Cloak of Invisibility does. Let me double check that for you. By our not sponsored D&D Beyond.
But a great website, by the way, guys.
Totally amazing.
Unlike that OBS.
OBS is definitely not a website, but yes, it requires attunement.
Okay. Well,
If you want the invisibility cloak, Eli, just get the cloak. It's fine. I'll just remember. I'll keep this in my mind palace and remember it.
well, come on, Alara. don't guilt me
What?
like that. Well, first of all, I don't know if I can afford it. So I'm working with 600 platinum plus another 700 gold.
Well, I have no money. I can
No, it's-
talk to people.
It's all right.
Should we ask the
wondering-
others?
I'm wondering what our hostess thinks of that, or our shopkeeper.
Well, that would be dependent on our master of marketing, whether or not they believe that it's okay to give a bit of a discount.
Did someone
I've
redeem something?
also,
Yeah.
I did.
Eli did.
I've
Oh,
also got this, and I'm gonna pull out that diamond and like crystal and ruby encrusted bracelet that I lifted off that old guy in Boku, and I'll throw that on the table.
that's so pretty. You sure don't want to keep that?
I got it so I could trade it.
Oh, still
Picking-
pretty.
Picking up the diamonds, she looks it over, bring it close to her face. While they are absolutely beautiful, we only deal in magic items here. However, I would be happy to give you a discount of, say, 500 gold for them.
Yeah, sure. It's probably worth more than 500 gold, but
Well, by all means, if you can find someone in town who can get
I
you.
hear you.
more.
I hear you.
I used to work with jewelry back where I was from. I could appraise these for you if you want.
Oh, by means.
You're talking to-
By all means, you can
Okay.
have
No.
them appraised, but I'm telling you what I think they're worth, given the type of shop that I run. Mundane items like this do me no good.
Okay.
That's fair. I mean, if you're running a business in magical items, I get it. I don't want to take it personally.
Now, if you have any magic items that you'd potentially like to trade, that's a different story.
None that I don't need,
I have one.
unfortunately.
It's cool. It's really cool and it's really special and it's my last one. And Alara will pull out her last glitter bomb.
As you put it down on the counter. A glitter bomb. Interesting. She picks it up and
Yeah.
looks at it. You do realize these are children's toys, right?
You may think that, but they've gotten me out of sticky situations and they also can be used for fun. Multi-purpose.
I see. Well, I would most likely be willing to give you 100 gold at most for this.
Or we'll look at Eli.
Oh, why don't we do this? I think you mentioned you need to get in touch with your manager.
Yes, but he seems unavailable at this time.
So, you know what I put on the table? 600 platinum, another 700 gold, plus the bracelet if you want it. Why don't we come back a little bit later and you can let me know what your manager said? Would you hold on to it for me at least? Promise not to sell to anybody else?
I'm sorry, if someone comes in with the gold readily available, I am running a shop.
Well, fine.
I do appreciate the business, though.
All right, well, guess we'll come back later.
Lucy's outside.
I look forward to it.
Have a good day.
As to
Lucy
you.
has a lot of money. Could ask Lucy.
Oh no. Out of game, I don't think he would like ask other people. You feel bad. Especially
Why
since
do you
it
need to
requires-
say that out of game?
Oh, okay, I guess. Nah, it's okay. I'm a bug Lucy.
Okay. I could bug him for you. I do it all the time.
Well, let's listen. Let's come back, see what she says. Right? And
Okay.
then if we really need it, then I'll pull Lucy's arm a little bit.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Thank you again. And Eli will head out.
Always feel welcome to return.
We'll do.
Oh, I'm just gonna get, can I, excuse me, can I just change somewhere here? Because I thought we were gonna do something else, but we're on our way to meet someone really important and I'm like in a bathrobe right now, as you can see.
I just assumed that was the attire from the place that you came from. Of course, we have a changing room in the back. She leads you
Thanks.
behind the counter.
Okay.
Walking you to a back room, she opens it, allowing you to get changed.
Okay. I change. I come out.
Okay.
Roll a dexterity saving throw. Just kidding.
As you
So
walk
how
out
does
front-
my dress look, guys?
Better.
Okay.
Definitely
well,
better.
she'll give it a whirl, see if it sparkles when she turns.
Go ahead and make a performance check for me.
Oh boy. So fucking believable.
Or Anna
What
Diamonds if you need to resurrect you.
Oh my god, that's a 7. I don't
7.
get it. Why every time? Oh my god.
As you spin around, a little bit of the sparkles come off, but they don't hold in the air in any way, shape, or form. They just kind of droop down to the ground.
Oh?
Oh.
All right, shall we go?
Yeah, let's get to it.
Yep.
Okay. Winding your way back to the main path that leads around the barrier of the bay. You find yourselves once again in front of the Brass Flamingo. A few patrons coming in and out. Many looking up at the massive airship that now seems docked over top of the temple itself. High in the air, but just seemingly staying stationary where it is. Are we going inside
Probably.
the casino?
Center.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't like this one bit as a player.
I know.
Why not?
Oh shit.
We might see Gigi again. Let's go.
Ooh.
As you walk into the casino proper, Alara, you notice for the first time as you enter, there seems to be a small ringing of a bell that puts you in higher spirits.
Higher. Wow.
Putting
Get
your mind
ready.
a little bit more at ease. You, my friend, have been awarded Bardic Inspiration.
Amazing. Nice shot. You're the best.
As you look around, you see many individuals in the strange beach-like casino. Again, being taken aback by the strange illusion that makes it seem like you're outside, albeit you know that you are indoors. The familiar Etten greeter doesn't seem to be at his post. But all seems well otherwise. Ollie, as you
God, what happened
look
to him?
around the casino floor, you don't take note of your father anywhere. However, you do recognize the suits of two of his guards that seem to be standing close to the front entrance.
Guys, those are his guards. He's got to be in here somewhere.
Lead on, friend.
Maybe
All right,
they're in the same meeting room that Lucy's dad was in.
Well,
Maybe.
I'll approach the guards.
As you all begin to approach the guards, you take note of the beautiful shimmering armor on each of them. Very thin, but you would recognize the dark gold, as well as a few encrusted gems along certain pressure points on the suit itself. Ollie, as you approach, they stand proper, without saying a word.
Hello, soldiers. I would like to have a meeting with my father, Lord Presage.
Sorry, kids, we have strict orders not to allow anyone to see Presage. Certainly
But-
not someone who imitates his son. You're lucky we don't arrest you right here and now for it.
I promise, I'm not imitating. It's a long story. He knows I've been sent here, and I now look like this, but I am his son. He created me, literally.
He looks at you suspiciously up and down. And do you have any proof of this?
Not that I can think of. I mean, I brought his hunting rifle but you wouldn't recognize it. See, I didn't really bring much proof that I am a Presage because I was trying to be covert about it. He specifically told me not to tell people I'm a Presage, but a lot has happened since then, and now it's kind of okay, and we just kind of need to talk to him.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Fuck it. I'll spend
Oh,
two
no.
sorcery points to use Ben Luck and give him an extra D4.
Okay.
Nice.
On the lowest one, I guess.
Mhm.
11.
11. The two guards look towards each other and then give a little bit of a snicker. Kid, I don't know who you are, but Lord Lucius is quite busy. He's meeting with the Countess and someone else. But he doesn't have time to meet with ruffians from the streets of some backwater city.
Minotaur's nice.
Excuse me?
And
You're in the
you are?
presence of that other person who, by the way, is Mr. Vander. And I'll show him my family ring, the signet ring.
Make a deception check for me.
Finally, a roll that I'm good at. Okay, I have dice. It's a 17 plus, I think it's 9 plus 9, so 26.
The two guards look toward each other and whisper. Wasn't that the same signet that the older one was wearing? Yeah, I think it was. Are you his liaison or something along those lines? His scribe?
It's air, actually.
Ah, I see. Many apologies then.
And I vouch for my friend here that he is, in fact, Presage's son, even if you can't really see that. And we would like to go see him now.
Of course. One of the guards stays close to the entrance as the other one begins to lead you back to the staircase leading upstairs. As you make your way up the familiar staircase, walking down the hallway, you're brought to the same room, or a door, that Gigi and Senator Vander had been in earlier. The guard insists that you wait for a moment as he knocks on the door. As it opens, you see a older woman wearing a red and gold dress with what looks to be a clipboard in hand with a quill. What is it? We're in the middle of a meeting. There's some people out here. One of them claims to be the heir to... I forget what the guy's name is. The other one that's in there. Senator Vander is his name. Right. They're here and they wish to see audience with Lord Presage. She looks back behind the door. All right, fine. Just come in quietly then. The door opens for all of you.
Straight up.
Go ahead, Ollie.
All right.
Lead the way.
I will lead the way into the room.
Okay. As you all walk into the room, you're taken aback as you assumed that you'd be walking into just another bedroom, but instead seem to have walked into a large meeting room. Much larger than any of the rooms that you've seen thus far. In the center, a very large round table with individuals seated all around it. The ones that you recognize being Senator Vander, as well as Gigi at the head of the table, two of the individuals in your party would recognize Lord Lucius Presage. Wearing similar styled clothes as Ollie's original armor, a beautiful light blue and white, with a bit of what looks like padded armor. Gold seemingly embedded and stitched into the various areas of the robes that he wears. The scribe who you had met at the door holds a finger over her mouth to keep you all silent. Just wait back here until they're done.
Yes, ma'am.
She returns back to the table, standing beside Lord Presage's side. Lord Presage is giving a little bit of a speech around unity and communion and helping one another. As he finishes, she bends down to his ear, whispering something in it. As he looks over to her, she points to you all. He raises his head and gives a bit of a look over to each of you. Almost instinctively, the others at the table now looking over. As Lucy, you make eye contact with your father, you can see him stewing a little bit in his seat, with his jaw clenched. Gigi looks over to Pavo, giving a very different look than what you're used to. Much more proper, much more political, as she slightly shakes her head. No.
Just want to make a point that Lucy's keeping his eye on Eli after making eye contact with his father.
Eli is giving Lucius the most intense death stare that you guys have ever seen. Like, eyes locked,
Yeah.
he looks like he's about to snap.
Definitely, yeah, keeping both eyes on Eli at this point.
It seems we have a few guests in our midst, as Lucius stands. Can I ask what you are all here for? Senator Vander, maybe you'll explain your heir, is it? Yes, of course, Lord Presage. They run errands for me occasionally. I asked them to meet me here as witness to the feats that we're attempting to align. He suddenly gets very tongue-tied at this point. Lord Lucius kind of rolls his eyes a little bit before looking over to the rest of the party. Well, if you are here on behalf of the good Lord Senator Vander, please come join us.
Delighted to.
Okay. And I'll just kind of
Eli, why don't you sit next to
go
me?
along and keep my identity kind of to myself for now.
Fair enough.
He'll kind of like just give Lucy a little bit of cut eye, but he'll listen.
I'd like to sit on the other side of Eli.
Good.
Oh god.
So like he'll sit in the chair like with both of it like abnormally stiff.
Okay.
The tension in this room, it's too
Yeah.
much.
Oh hey Raiders, we got Raiders. Hey Raider.
Hello, Raiders. Welcome.
What's up?
Greetings and salutations.
Hey, hello.
Thank you kindly to our friends over at Blue Box. Welcome in, friends.
Hi, Blue Box friends.
Hey.
Lord Lucius sits back down, once again surveying the table. He looks over to Ollie. squinting his eye a little bit before looking around the table once more. His eyes now locking on Alara, again giving a bit of a squint, as if remembering something from many moons ago. Please, Senator Vander, continue what you were saying. Of course, Lord Lucius, as I was saying, knowing your family's history with Boku, I thought it extremely important to bring it to your attention with you coming into town and all. We so desperately need an alliance at this point. Our city is overrun with the undead. We attempted to fight them off, but, well, I'm only one man. We could...
Lucy's...
Senator Vander shoots a deathly glare towards Lucy. As I was saying, we could use the assistance from a powerful ally like yourself, Lord Lucius. You're known for your weaponry, for your power, for your troops. It would further the alliance with not only the Vanders and the Presage family, but for Boku and the Presages altogether. Lucius sits back, giving time to ponder. You feel the tension growing and building in the air as silence surrounds all of you. I will admit, Senator Vander, that we came here on another mission. However, knowing the ties my family has with Boku, I believe something can be arranged. You will have your alliance. But there will come a time that I ask for something in return. And when that time comes, I expect you to answer and go along accordingly. Of course, Master Presage. Anything for you and your alliance. Yes. Well, in that case, we will be in touch. I will send one of my scribes shortly to discuss further details with you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I believe that myself and the Countess have other business to attend to. Senator Vander rises from the table, bowing. It was an honor and a pleasure to be able to speak with you, Lord Presage. I hope this develops into a friendship. Lord Lucius almost gets caught rolling his eyes. Yes, well, let's start with an alliance and get Boku saved first. Senator Vander and a scribe begin to stand and walk out the room. Senator Vander, you're missing your acquaintances here.
I'm afraid that's not entirely why we're here. He kicks Ollie from under the table.
Yeah, we actually have important information for you, Lord Presage, that unfortunately we can't really share with the rest of the people in this room.
At that point, Lucy will go like this to his dad.
Lord Lucius stops for a moment. Everyone leave this room immediately. including you, Countess. She looks a little shocked. Begging your pardons, Lord Presage, but this is my establishment. I don't plan to be kicked out of one of my own rooms. As he looks back with her with an absolute benevolence of authority. When it comes to my son, you will do as I say. Her eyes grow wide. Your son, it's... Of course, we will leave the room for you. The scribes all kind of whispering, unsure of what to think of all of this. But all of them, except the party, stand and leave the room entirely. Closing the door behind them, Lord Lucius stands. Taking a look at the individual, while he is not a very large man in any way, shape, or form, you can tell by his presence alone just how much of a giant he is. He walks over to Ollie.
I'll immediately get up and then go on a knee and say, Father.
You feel two hands wrap around your shoulders, raising you up, before you're forced into your father's arms. What? How is this possible?
This is Lord Gibble's will. He did this and, well, other things to me, but there's a long story behind that. Much to fill you in on.
He pulls back, and you see tears in his eyes. Oh, you're flesh and bone.
I know I didn't think it was possible, but with Gibble...
This is all I could have ever asked for, Ollie. And I take it these are your friends, then?
Yes, they've been with me, most of them, since I arrived on the ship from home.
And you, boy, are you actually that kiss-ass's son, or was that make-believe as well?
Regrettably, I am. Though I'm glad you're able to see through the smoke and mirrors.
I've been in politics far too long. Don't grow up like your father.
No intention.
I must say it is an absolute pleasure to meet all of you. Albeit, there is something I would like to discuss. It seems you have all been very busy. Now, from my understanding, it was no one's here's fault directly. However, there was a loss at one of my mines. A man's life was taken. He will never return to his wife or his children.
Oh, well, neither will our friend anymore, so you don't have to worry about that.
Tried to stop him, Father. His actions were on our own and we didn't support it. But yeah, he is no longer with us.
You got a lot of nerve talking about taking people from their children.
Lucille put his hand on Eli's.
Father, you might have a few words you need to speak with my friend Eli here. She doesn't trust you to be the man I believe you to be.
I'm Bruno and Dolly's son.
Ah, Eli, was it?
I think that's what I said.
I recently spoke to your parents. It seems they are in good condition.
And you don't think that could have easily gone the other way?
That was their choice.
Had nothing to do with you showing up.
It had everything to do with me showing up. I hired them. I hired them for a job to do. They accepted.
You took them away from me, from their family.
Perhaps you should speak with your parents again. You seem
I
to be
have
a
spoken
little...
to my parents.
You seem to be a little misguided. It's all right. I was young too once.
Don't patronize me.
Well, then act your age.
I am acting my age. I'm calling out you, an adult, who clearly understands the value of a father-son relationship, for taking away a parent
and
from their
I'm sorry
kids.
that your parents didn't see that. I hired your parents for a job. They accepted it wholeheartedly and willingly.
He gets up. He's getting rowdy.
Lucy stands up too.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone talk
Puts
to
his
my
hand
dad
on his
like
back.
this.
Are you holding him back? 'Cause-
Yeah,
I will help
Yeah.
you hold him back.
Yep. Holding you by your cloak.
I'm just backing against the wall.
Eli, please, Eli, just calm down.
Have some respect.
There's more actually that we need to discuss. Just to
In that case,
break the
perhaps
tension.
your friend should step outside, maybe cool off for a little bit.
I think Eli.
The only reason
would-
I need to cool off is because you're taking all accountability for your shit and putting it all on them. You must have made them feel like their backs were against the wall. You've got a lot of pull. I know guys like you.
I promise, you know no one like me.
Inside check.
Alara
Give
will
an
turn to
insight check.
Eli, and while Lucy's doing that, she'll just say, "Eli, it's not worth it. Not right now.
It is
Okay.
worth it.
No.
Just not now.
14.
Just not
14.
right now."
You would know immediately. As one of the most powerful men in the known world, he speaks with confidence. Now, Eli, let's not go
What?
and do anything stupid, shall we?
Stupid how? I'm trying to get you to answer for what you did.
Hire someone for their skills and talents? Yes, I will fully admit that. It was not by persuasion or force. I hired them to do a job. Your family
In the middle
left
of the
you.
night.
Your family left you. If they left without telling you where or how to get in touch with them, that seems like a family problem to me. Not mine.
My family would never leave me, and you're a lying piece of shit, and I'll storm out. And slam the door behind him.
You said
He will
these are
come
your
around.
friends, Ollie?
I do have a few fiery friends, I have to admit. But yes, he may be upset, but he's a very good companion and very good friend.
Oh, he seems very misguided.
Sometimes emotional things are hard for people. And as a leader, I think you'd understand that and have some empathy.
You seem familiar to me. What is your name?
Laura.
Do I know you, Alara?
I don't know. Maybe.
Interesting. Now, you said there were a few other things that you like to ask me about.
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead, Ollie.
Well, for starters, I'm sure you must know by now that the City of Gold has been discovered.
I have.
And you know that my initial task was for Gibble to... Well, Gibble guided me and told me to come to Qatar and find the Golden City. And I wasn't sure what I would find there and what would come next. Well, there's quite a bit more that came next, and it turns out that we have been chosen as champions.
Champions of who?
Oh my god.
Champions of the gods, or, well, for example, I'm Gibble's champion.
Oliver, you're not
And,
making a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm just very... I want to be honest with you, but I'm also get called out a lot for oversharing, and they don't trust you the way I trust you.
Would you all
Maybe it's
leave
better.
the room, please?
Don't think that is a great idea.
Yeah, we can stay here. It's fine. We need to be
Okay,
here with
bye.
Ollie.
And I will stand up and leave.
He's new.
Fair.
I have no idea what's going on.
Well, if we can't afford any privacy here, Ollie, please come with me back to the ship. We need to have a conversation.
No, that won't be necessary. We'll leave, right?
Okay. We're just gonna
we
be
need to check on Eli anyway.
right on the other side of the door, though.
Right. Lucy will shoot a knowing glance at Ollie before leaving.
All right. If everyone except Ollie can remove their headphones.
Oh my god, no!
Now that we have some privacy, what is happening, Ollie?
We have been chosen to stop a coming darkness created by a man named Solus, who we've come to believe is actually named Resilian.
Resilian.
Yes. I believe you know of him.
Yes, he's a teacher in Lumnador.
He also has plans to erase existence and restart the whole timeline.
And how does he plan on doing that?
He's quite a powerful time wizard, and he's been collecting the champion's weapons as well as we have, and there's a bit of a race towards the last ones, and if he gets all of them, he can awaken an ancient beast.
You and your friends are in possession of the champion's weapons?
Yes. A few of them, at least. A lot of them, actually.
Ollie, this is no mere feat. Why didn't you call for me?
I did try to send a message to you with the messenger that got killed. But then one of our party members, as you know, decided that was a bad idea, and to stop him from contacting you, killed him.
I see. So that's what transpired.
That's kind of what my oversharing gets me.
To be truthful at heart, Ollie, there's nothing wrong with that.
But Father, they don't trust you the same way I do. They think of you as a tyrant, as a evil power. They think that you ultimately want to see Russillian succeed, and that you may know more about this than you lead on.
I've lived with this my entire life, Ollie. When you're a man of power, when you sit and walk in my shoes one day, people will look down on you as well. A tyrant, a dictator. You'll have to make decisions which are difficult to make, and not everyone will always agree with them. Not everyone will understand them. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Sort of. Are you actually on Russillian's side?
No. I attempted to hire Russillian. Ollie, the champion's weapons that you speak of are not toys. These are immense artifacts of vast power. Just being in your hands put a target on your and all of your friends' back.
We've felt that. We've had quite a few instances of near death. I myself almost died at one point, and we have lost a few party members along the way. Although you captured Shade, it was actually our interference that got him killed.
Unfortunately, sometimes the law of the land overtakes the law of man. An eye for an eye is sometimes how the cards are dealt.
So, what do you recommend we do about Russillian? Right now, we're tracking the next champion's weapon we know of, the lantern at the bottom of the water by the temple in the middle of the lake.
I would say this. You need some type of guidance. I'm sorry, Ollie, I don't mean to sound demeaning in any way, shape, or form. But do you know what you're doing? Do any of you know what you're doing?
We are kind of figuring out as we go, but Father, this was kind of thrown on us without us knowing. We didn't choose to be champions, but we did accept the duties. And is there really anyone out there that's prepared to deal with this?
I understand the burden that has been thrust on your shoulders, but you don't have to carry this alone. You know the resources we have. You know we can protect you. How many more of your friends must die?
I did see this meeting as an opportunity to get your protection, get use of your resources. Your vast resources would be a huge aid to us, but as you can see from my friend Eli, and honestly, I feel like a lot of them aren't going to accept you. They're going to think you're going to try and backstab us. I even told them, why would they backstab and kill his own son and friends? I have no idea what to do to convince them. And I'm tired of my allies dying. I trained so long to be a good healer, and so far I haven't done anything to prove that my training paid off. I haven't been able to save anybody. Gibble has cut me off from the powers that he granted me. I seem to be failing at every corner, and there's nothing I can do.
Lucius reaches out his hand and puts it on your shoulder. If you continue this way, Ollie, you'll only lose more. This is a very heavy, heavy task. And you are all children. I can't stand by and allow this to happen anymore, Ollie. You've lost your connection to Gibble. You've watched many of your friends and allies perish all around you. Is this how you want to keep going? Those people outside? Do you want to see them all dead?
I don't, but if we do nothing, if we don't get that lantern, if we don't stop Solus, everyone dies anyway, including you and myself. Everybody. The entire existence of life as we know is going to get wiped out, reset. And if Racilian is changing the timelines, then we might never exist.
And you think you can all do it on your own?
I don't know what they think. I know we're well and over our head. I know we have so many resources we can use with you. I know even with those resources, we might fail.
But we would fail together, Ollie. As family.
I agree. But Gibble has told me that my allies, being champions, have powers in them that have yet to be awakened. Maybe in our current state, we can't fight it, but he said, I mean, this was before he took away my powers, that I would be able to identify those powers and help them flourish, help them become the true champions that they're supposed to be. And if I can do that, then maybe we do have a chance.
Ollie, have you learned anything of the champions in past?
A little here and there.
The lore says that the 12 of them fought back gods, saved the mortals in this realm. But they never did it alone.
You're right.
Now, I have some business that I need to attend to. I will leave one of our vessels behind. Don't make the wrong decision, Ollie. Convince your friends to come aboard the ship. We can protect you there. We can plan. You have the entire world's resources at your fingertips. I can see the pain on your face, son. Don't let there be more.
I will do my best to convince them. But whatever they choose, I must go with them.
I understand, but will you promise me one thing?
Anything.
Don't leave without saying goodbye.
I wouldn't dream of it.
I love you, son.
Love you too, Father. I will make you proud.
You always have. As he grabs you and embraces you.
I'll grab him, tears streaming down my face.
Now, no need for a champion to cry. Chin up. And now, if you'll excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Come nightfall, come to the ship, and we can figure all of this out together.
Yes, I will do that.
I believe your friends are waiting for you. And if you wouldn't
All right.
mind, send the scribes back in. I just didn't want them to hear any of that.
No worries, will do. Thank you, Father. I'll
Okay.
rejoin them.
What did we miss? Just kidding.
Oh my god, that was torture.
I open
Sorry.
the doors and I tell the scribes and I give them the nod to go back in. And all right, guys. My father has told us that if we choose, he will grant all his resources to help us on our mission.
What's
What
the
did you
catch?
tell?
How much
What
does
did
he
you-
know?
Yeah, what's our mission to him?
He knows everything.
Of course.
No,
But he
$5.
also knows of the champions of the past. There used to be 12 of them, and all of them, with their full powers, didn't accomplish what they did alone. They defended everything living on this planet, but not just the 12 of them, with armies behind them, with vast resources. We can't do this alone.
What does he think we need armies for?
He's aware of us being the champions, and that puts a huge target on our backs. And not only that, he's aware of Resilient. He's not on his team, but he knows how strong he is and how strong we'll need to be to face whatever he throws at us.
So he wants
And-
an army for Resilient.
No. For us to fight Resilient. He doesn't support what he's doing.
Oh no.
Lucy looks at Alara. I want to know what she's thinking right now.
I mean, in my visions, when I've looked at the past, and there were huge armies, and if that's to repeat itself, we will need resources. I don't believe the monks at my monastery will be enough.
And I know a lot of you don't trust my father, but you can trust me. He can be trusted. He is on our side. And if you don't trust him, where else are we going to get all the resources and all the military support that we would need? This might be our only chance.
Sorry,
We
I'm
need to
laughing this whole
trust.
time because the whole time we had our headphones off. We're like, this motherfucker's gonna betray us. If you trust me, it's like, oh shit.
Well, what is his goal?
Before Ollie can
Um,
answer, a door opens from across the way. An older dwarven woman sticks her head out. Do you mind? I'm trying to get some sleep around here.
Oh, shush.
Huh.
Oh yeah, slap
She
back.
slams the door.
That NPC.
That was weirdly hot. But back to back to what we were talking about. Did he have an explanation as to what he was doing outside the Golden City with Maxon and Rosillian? And do you recall that?
We didn't touch on that. Honestly, it was
Does he know who I am?
didn't touch on that either.
Just
Well-
so the party is aware, mostly Lucy. So Octavo was the individual with Maxon and Rosillian. That happened about 1,000 years ago.
Oh,
This is Lucius, his descendant.
right.
Correct.
I knew that, of course. Maybe he knows you from the Temple of Time, or
Who, me?
Oku. Yeah. Maybe
No,
that's why
he
you look
knows me.
vaguely familiar.
No, I know why he knows me. He knows me because he remembers me from my childhood. He knows me and Alcor because he was the one who pressured Rosillian into doing what he's doing now.
But he's not on Rosillian's side. Look at Ollie.
no, he's
Because
not.
Rosillian has changed his ways.
He's not the man that he used to be. Or maybe he's always been this man, but he's not the man he portrayed himself to be.
Okay, but the thing that you all had issues with Rosillian and me a little bit is that his whole thing is that he wants to literally reset time, which is not
That is-
okay. We can all agree that, but that is what your father wanted him to do. That was what he pushed him to do. And fine, Rosillian went crazy along the way and he pushed himself, but there was a time before your father when he knew that was wrong. And now here we are.
Yeah, is that what he wants? What does he want?
No, he does admit that he hired Rosillian, but not to wipe out existence as we know it and reset it.
What does he think he hired Rosillian to do then?
DM, it was like find objects. So
How
I
much
took in a lot
did
of
you tell us
information.
about your dream?
I told you guys everything when I woke up.
So my interpretation of that was he was just hired to be able to find the champion's weapons, not necessarily use them. So he could study them, based on what you said before.
Right?
Either way, he doesn't support what he's doing now. He didn't. Whatever Rosillian or Solus is doing now, that wasn't my father's doing. That's not what he asked him to do.
Can we not call him Solus?
What he called himself.
I'm curious.
cover.
Ash, you're looking at this with fresh eyes. What do you make
Sure.
of this?
It's a shit show.
Thank you. Very enlightening.
I don't get half the stuff you guys are talking about.
Look,
kinda-
let's
it's
go
kinda
back
scary.
to let's go back to one of our rooms and discuss this. I don't want to be talking about this right
I wonder if
outside.
our room keys still
Sure.
work.
Wait, is he gone? Did he leave? Or is he
So-
waiting for us?
Who? My
He
father?
invited
Yeah.
the scribes back in.
Yeah, he's continuing
Yeah.
his
Oh.
meeting.
He's continuing his meeting.
Sorry. I misunderstood. Okay. Then yeah, maybe we should go somewhere more private. I thought we were waiting to go back in.
Yeah. Let's go back to it. Let's all go to my room.
Does the room key still work?
Does the room key still work?
As you walk back to Lucy's room, producing the key, he turns it, and the door unlocks. As you all head inside, Eli, your heart thumping. never feeling such rage before in your life. You look down at your hands and can see sparks of green electricity.
No. Not now.
You close them
Not now.
and focus on calming down. But still, the blood rushes in your veins. And with that, my friend, you have been inspired.
Ooh.
It's a dangerous inspiration.
It
Sounds like
really
it's about to
is.
go off the handle. Hi,
Jeez.
Raiders.
Hi.
Hello.
That one?
I did
Who
also
raided? Hey, Dag, good to
Say
see you, buddy.
gamer.
Big
Hey.
shout out to our friend Dead Aussie Gamer, the greatest brother from another continent, maybe?
Yeah.
I can say that.
Hey
Why
there.
not? Okay. So I was really hoping that we would glean some form of answers out of all this. But I feel like we just have more questions now.
Well, he did say he wants to see me again before he leaves, or before we make our decision to leave or go with him. But he's leaving a ship behind for us to get to his big ship. So he's going to leave the option open for us.
Does he know that we're looking for the lantern?
Yes.
Does he know? Does he know we're going to the temple to get it?
Yep.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Golly. Fuck, golly. Oh my god. Okay.
Did he imply he had answers that we don't have?
He implied that we're in way over our heads and we can use help, and he can offer that to us.
We already knew that.
But why does he want to help us?
Because he wants to do what's right. I'm his son. He trusts me. He knows about the champions. He knows what they've done in the past and wants to support us.
So what does he want to do besides stop Brazilian?
Not sure.
Does he want the weapons?
No, he doesn't want the weapons. In fact, he kind of saw them as more of a dangerous item to hold, and he was kind of upset that we had them because he saw the danger that we're in.
All right. Well,
Did he want anything in return for helping us?
No.
huh.
He's not trying to screw us over.
Well, I was very curious as to what favor good old Pa of mine got himself into. That sounded quite foreboding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it only makes me more uneasy that he didn't ask anything of us. Although maybe he's just a good guy. I don't know.
I mean, I do not get any bad vibes. And we do need the help.
I mean, what can we really offer that he would need? He doesn't need anything, but he knows that we're in desperate need of help.
So
He's
he
been
left us
trying-
an airship.
Not the giant airship, just one of the
Right. But a
smaller
airship.
vehicles. Yes.
And we're meant to use it to...
Board the giant airship and make use of all the resources he has, come up with plans, strategies, and be able to attack it with all of our resources and his.
Did he give you a timeline for an answer?
He wanted us on the ship tonight.
That's unfortunate.
We can't go tonight. You
Why is
told
that?
him why we can't go tonight. Because he knows about the lantern, right? What did he say to that?
Well, he didn't imply that we would go there and then leave. It's just he's got all the resources up there.
Oh, so you meant he thought that we'd just go there, get a bunch of resources, and then go.
We'll work together on getting the lantern and then anything else beyond that.
So he's not trying to stop us. He's actually wanting us to succeed. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I told him no matter what you guys decide, I'm going with you guys. If he's planning on kiboshing our plans, then I'm gonna die too. You saw his reaction when he saw me. He's not out to get me. He's not a cruel man. He's actually trying to help Boku as well. Everything he said in there was kind. I mean, he was a bit harsh with you, Eli. I'm sorry about that. He can be a bit brash.
You're muted.
Oh,
No,
Sorry.
I'm not muted. I'm not there though.
my internal
right,
Eli.
right.
I'm sorry about how he was with Eli. He can be a bit brash, but I hope he's okay.
So, Ollie, your father created you?
Yeah, I didn't always look like this. It'd be hard to create a full flesh and bone person like me, but I used to be.
It's pretty easy,
Warforged.
actually.
Oh. Well, yeah, he did create me. And then my Lord Gibble granted me this suit, I guess you could call it. And there was another one, but he took that away from me, and I'm trying to earn it back. But yes, I was created.
Okay. I was just trying to understand the relationship between your dad and his creation. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
So-
well, he did have a son before me, and then the son tragically died, and out of his grief, he created me as a replacement for the hole in his heart, basically. And yeah, so he kind of cares about me a lot. He doesn't want to lose another son.
Could he create you again?
No, not the way I am.
Okay. Just checking.
All right.
So
I think we
since-
should get Eli
Okay.
and have a vote.
Because he's definitely not in his right mind at this time, and
Okay.
we don't want him to do something that would get us all in trouble.
That too. Go look for Eli.
I will excuse myself with the rest and look for our fat pal.
As you all turn to head to the door, beginning to leave to look for your friend Eli, Ash sticking behind for a moment, being in the back of the pact. As you cross through the thresholds, your vision begins to go dark as an image crosses your mind's eye. And that's where we're going to take a short break for the evening. As we do most of the time on this channel, on our break, we'll take a couple questions from the audience about the cast, myself, the story, life, the universe, or anything in it. Happy to try and oblige as best as we possibly can. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and take a quick bio break. We'll be gone for about 5 minutes or so. I'm going to get to that.
Okay, sorry.
But go get some refreshments for a second. Go, stretch your legs a little bit. Get that blood flowing a little bit. And as I was so reminded by our CC CEO, we are doing a giveaway for the evening for that beautiful set of sketch dice that you can see on Lucy's screen right now. Very, very cool dice. As a dice maker myself, I absolutely adore them. I think it's super cool that you can actually paint your own set of dice, and at any point in time, you can erase it and start all over again with some isotone. So it's pretty cool. It's like the dice that keep on giving. How about that? So go ahead, if you want to have a chance at winning those dice for the evening, go ahead and put the command !dice in chat right now. Make sure that you are following along, as that is a prerequisite in order to enter. But with that said, go get your apple juices, your orange juices, your coffee juices, whatever juices that you prefer. And guys, stay tuned, because we will be back for the remainder of a very, very exciting episode. So stay tuned. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Just making sure that we're not all gammy again. Hopefully not. So we did have a couple questions on a break. First and foremost, Alara, you are located in a city of luck. What skills do you want to try your luck at?
Curtsying. Dancing. And time magic.
Okay. Eli, so when are you headed back to the fancy shop?
Yeah. Who asked that?
That was Crimson.
Is that my guy?
That's your guy.
Come
Manager,
through, Crimson.
manager
Come
in the
through.
house. Ollie, how's Fidget doing?
Oh, doing great. Yeah. Actually, my father is scared of caterpillars, so I just hit him for the episode.
Good call. Good call. Ash, what do you think of the relationship of Ollie and his father?
I think if one died and you replace it with another one, I think he can do it again.
All right, that's a little morbid, but okay. Okay, I'll accept it. Edgelord.
Yeah.
Trix, speaking of City of Luck, you going to hit the casino, maybe pocket a little something extra and risk the consequences, testing out the new firearm?
Oh, God.
It's
Don't give
tempting,
her
but
ideas.
at this stage,
Give
I
her
really
ideas.
think that we have more important things to accomplish.
Another question to Trix, is a hex gun warlock possible future for you?
No, I'm not making no pact to any other person. That was a poor mistake in my past.
But stay
I will
tuned,
not
because I am definitely going to be building that subclass. Pava, what kind of trouble do you think Eli could cause with the ship of Presage in town?
Oh, God. You can, if you can think it, it'll happen.
Let me drive.
Not wrong.
Yeah, oh,
It'll be
God.
great.
Trix, are you always so nice to elder dwarf ladies?
That was great.
Yeah, that was so good.
We had important things to talk about. You can get sleep later.
And the last one, Lucy, what do you think your father is up to now that Lord Presage is in town?
I mean, clearly kissing ass to try to figure out a way to get Boku back. But I imagine he wants to get Boku back so that he can, like, be the leader, Boku, you know? He has his reasons, I'm sure. I don't like
My dad could beat up your dad.
I hope so.
Dave, could I ever be a DM like you? You're such a beautiful storyteller. Aw, Crimson, that's very kind of you to say. Thank you very much. And yes, I do. I think everybody has the ability to tell a dumb story like I do. And lastly, Buster, do you think Dave has been making excellent quality dice? He just laughed. Okay, and I think that is all of the questions that we have. But welcome in, Raiders. Commander Meerkat, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. And welcome in. One last reminder, we are doing a giveaway for the evening for a pair of wonderful, or a set of wonderful sketch dice where you can make your own dice. Speaking of dice makers, go ahead and pop in !dice down into chat now if you'd like to be entered to win. Just make sure that you are you're following, because that's the rule, I think. I don't know. I can't remember.
And if you lose, sorry, no dice.
Ooh.
But if you do lose, you can use our code careful at their store to get 10% off anything you want.
Man.
Yeah,
you go.
even the sketch dice.
Even the
What?
sketch dice. Even
Yeah.
these.
Yeah.
You guys are really good at marketing. I can't even remember the last time I was like, hey, we've got merch. Like, I think that was like 8 months
Oh,
ago when
yeah.
we opened the store. Like, oh, yeah, we have that. Great. That's why we love Crimson so much.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's get back into tonight's episode. Ash. As the vision unfolds in front of you, you suddenly are transported back to your home, the Druid Grove, directly beside the volcano. However, as you look through the town, there doesn't seem to be anyone else inside. As you call out looking for your companions and family and friends, you receive no answer, but hear a whisper coming from the volcano itself. Quickly, you make your way up the trails leading up to the lip of the volcano, a place you know very well from the rituals and prayers that your people speak to the god of the volcano itself. As you reach the very top, looking down into the lava below, it begins to bubble. Suddenly, a few streams shoot out from the bottom. You instinctively look up to watch the blast touch the clouds above, but they don't come. Looking back down, you see the strands of lava seemingly twisting directly in front of you. Instinctively, you begin to reach out for the heat. And as you do, the tendrils of lava begin to wrap themselves around you, not touching your skin, just a few inches away, covering your entire body as it spins around. You feel yourself now being lifted off the ground, being pushed up into the sky. Further and further away from the ground you go, passing the clouds entirely until all that's left is you and the blinding sun directly in front of you. You feel the raw energy and heat being absorbed through your pores. Never have you felt such brilliance upon your skin. And yet the tendrils push you further and further and closer to the sun itself until there's nothing else left of the sky but just the sun and you. Everything else fades away as you feel more and more of its power ingesting into your body. The tendrils leave your sides as you begin to float there miraculously. As the gravity of the sun begins to pull you in, fear begins to race over top of your mind as you get closer and closer. The blistering heat becomes more and more intense, and just as you're about to splash into the rays of the sun itself, your vision returns. But you feel different, more empowered than you ever have before. Until the next change of fate, you have access to up to level 20 of your subclass, including its spells.
Damn.
Fuck. Oh, what the hell?
Clap my hands and sparks comes out of it.
Wow.
I feel good.
Big balls.
Now, I will say the caveat, you're not level 20.
Yeah.
But you have access to all of the features and spells of your subclass.
Just look those up.
Any spells that you do at higher levels will just count toward your spell slots. So if you cast a level 9 spell, it's just going to be, I believe you're up to level 4 spell slots right now?
Yeah, I think so.
Level 4 or 5? So anything higher than whatever your cap is right now would just count to your highest level spell slot.
Okay.
Oh. Oh boy.
Do you get the spell wish by chance?
No.
Again, it's just the spells from his subclass and the features. He doesn't get access to what a level 20 spell would be.
Okay.
Got it. Opening D&D Beyond.
Okay. Let's try and
Eli,
find
where are
Eli.
you?
Yeah, Eli. Do we see Eli outside?
Sweet little boy.
No, you wouldn't. Eli, if he could get in, he would have gone to sit in the Coliseum, in the stadium.
Okay. And what is Eli doing?
He's literally just sitting by himself, seething and like making his daggers appear and reappear. He's just stewing, processing a little bit.
Okay. As you continue to bamf the daggers in and out of your hands, the slight ping and poof that it creates is like murderous music to your ears.
Oh my god.
You, my friend, have received bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
That one? Yes.
Excellent.
Dude, they're pumping you up to kill something.
Chat wants blood.
Yeah. Hey, Ollie. Do you have that spell that can find people?
I do. Let's see if I can cast it right now. Yes, I have it. I can cast it.
Let's find Eli. I think he needs his friends.
Alright. I'm gonna cast locate creature. The creature being a very small one.
As you hold onto your holy symbol, you begin to pray, attempting to reach into the divine magics. As your heart reaches out to Gibble, you feel a connection once more. And you hear in your mind's eye as Gibble warns you, no matter what the power, Ollie, do not let the evils tempt you again.
Just under my breath say, I won't.
And with that, your divine tendril is reconnected.
You want what?
Alright.
Oh
I won't fail you guys. And I'm gonna locate Eli.
Okay. As you close your eyes for a moment, you open them once more. The world, once again, as vibrant as you remember it. The rest of you see now Ollie's eyes glowing a golden hue as they dart around the entirety of the building. A few floors below, you see a golden silhouette seated alone in the Colosseum.
She's in the Colosseum. He's in the Colosseum.
All right.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's go scoop him up.
Making your
Make
way
our
down the
way.
stairs, back to the iron door. The guards there just kind of nod towards you, now recognizing you all as they let you down into the arena. As you walk down, the arena is surprisingly empty. You thought for a moment that now that it's almost dinner time, there should be people down there, but it seems the events have been called off for the evening. And there within the arena, you see a single figure sitting alone.
Who is it?
Jesus Christ.
I go sit next to Eli.
The worst.
Hey, Eli.
Eli will he's having a bit of a fit. So he's like sitting there slouched, giving everyone the stink eye. And then when he sees them, he'll like take his dagger and he's gonna like throw it into the arena and try to land it where Shade is buried, and then just keep like doing that repeatedly and be like, are you guys finished talking to His Highness up there?
Alara will use her ring that she just got to cast minor illusion and make her elephant come back. And and her elephant will like appear on Eli's lap and sort of like, like a dog, just like, nuzzle in.
You see the small bluish translucent elephant appear directly beside you as its little tiny paws, hooves. I don't know what elephants have, feet. Kind of
Yeah.
pop up
Hooves,
onto
yeah.
your lap, the front two, as it looks up with you with sad eyes. Its ears kind of pulled back a little bit.
He's so determined to be mad. He'll kind of like look at it and be irritated by the fact that it's cute and just dig like deeper even more.
It
So-
hops up onto your lap and begins poking you with its little trunk.
He'll go like, what happened?
Man, it was really, you missed a lot. We really gave him the business after you left. So much so that he wants to make amends, and so agreed to help.
Inside
That's
check.
not what happened.
Against my deception, do it.
Keeping in mind that, Eli, you have advantage on this roll.
I do.
I have a plus
And
9,
bardic
motherfucker.
inspiration if you want it.
And bardic inspiration if you want to use it.
Okay, so that's
10
going
plus
So
9
glad-
is 24.
So glad we're reestablishing trust in the party.
Ah!
This is great.
I need to get shit moving, dog.
It's a D4. I don't think I
You,
can roll higher.
you just have to listen to Lucy and just
20,
inside check.
22.
Honey.
22, where you're cautious about what Lucy's saying. You know that your friend wouldn't lie to you of something so important.
Greater good.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
He did say he didn't want to speak about it, any further. Just wanted to kind of, fresh slate, as it were.
And he'll look around at the rest of the group.
Oh, that's cheating.
No, I feel like that's really.
Yeah, I
I
mean, that's
know.
probably what he would do.
I know.
Look at
I
Pablo
know.
or Ollie to see what their reactions
He'll look
are.
around at everybody to see, not even that he thinks Lucy's lying, but to see what they think of it. You know what I mean?
Mm. Alara looks concerned.
Ollie's confused. That wasn't what I said.
Does he say that out loud?
No, I said it quietly to myself.
So we all of a sudden had some
well-
change of heart.
I think tensions were high. We don't always say what we mean. I mean, even I'm guilty of that. But it's something to consider. We don't want to make any decisions without, the whole group. So that's why we.
The impression is he wants to help us.
Genuinely does.
Well, left to be seen. But
We have
here's what
to
he's
decide-
offering, and I'll relay the resources bit. But yeah.
And you guys trust him?
No.
I don't think it's a
trust
matter
him.
of trust anymore.
Even if you don't
I think it's
trust him,
valuable.
it is valuable.
He has resources we do not. And if
And
they're
the
being
only
offered,
reason-
why can't we use them?
And the only reason he wants to help us is because he feels bad.
Oh, I doubt it.
No, he knows the trouble we're in, that we're in way over our heads. And it's not just us because of us, it's I mean, the original champions had armies at their disposal. He wants us to succeed, and he offered all of his resources to help us do that.
And what's
In short,
his cut?
Ollie told him everything.
He doesn't want to cut.
God damn it, Ollie.
I asked that same question, and I got the same answer.
There's no way there's no cut.
Here's
Why would
the
there
way
be a
I see
cut?
it. We take his help now, and you can stab him later. When the world isn't at risk of exploding or whatever's going to happen if Thule awakens.
I won't let him stab my father.
Well, I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, Ollie.
Plus, if he is a businessman like he is, then it would be in his best interest to protect all of his resources on this land. And helping us achieve that would be in his best interest. So what he gains is the land stays safe.
Ollie's
Yeah,
just kind of
valid
steaming
point.
out his ears because of the comment about stabbing his father.
Oh my god! Wow.
Wow.
I was like so in that moment too, and I was
Yeah, me
just
too.
like the Jesus.
Gotta give them what they want.
Yeah.
So he may not need anything from us directly, but he would gain something for helping us.
What if he turns on us?
Then we
We
deal
kill
with
him.
it at that time. But I felt no deception from him at all.
I am so confident that if he did turn on us, I will let you kill him. Because he won't. I know that.
And we do have Ollie as a bit of assurance that, does he want to kill his own son? Possible, but I feel like I doubt it. I didn't get any vibes that,
I mean, you don't
was
hug your
the
son like that
case.
if you want to kill him.
yeah. So he's gonna at least keep us alive long enough to get Ollie back. That's good enough for me.
I'm just so tired of this shit. I don't know who to believe. I don't know if he's telling the truth. I don't know if Resilien's telling the truth. I don't even know if my parents were telling the truth anymore.
Look, I
just
felt
want
the
this
same
shit
way.
over with.
I felt the same way when we met Resilient. Okay, I know where you're coming from. But we have to move forward because we just keep fucking up and not moving forward. We're not getting any closer to stopping anything.
All we
So
know,
what's the plan? What are you guys thinking the plan is? Like we take his army and then what, go after Resilient?
we take it
We
one
go-
step at a time. We take advantage of his resources.
To
In
do
a week's
what?
time,
What's our
collect
first
the
step?
lantern.
starters,
To collect what
To
we
get
need.
the
first step
lantern.
is to get the lantern, and once we have the lantern, maybe it'll just shed some light on the scenario.
My God, I hate you.
Fuck you.
Fuck, man.
I couldn't help it.
That took me
I
way
stand
too
by those
long.
words.
It
That
took me too long. I was in character.
The joke works, but it also is true. Once we get the lantern,
If you didn't smirk, you would have gotten him.
Fuck, I know.
So what? They're all just playing each other and we're their pawns?
You know what? If it helps for them to see us that way so that we can get things done, so be it. We put our pride away for a few seconds, take advantage of what we can, and save the damn world.
They don't have jack shit without us. And he'll toss his
Right.
dagger again and summon it.
Therefore, they have no reason to turn on us.
Until it's
That's-
time to turn on us.
Yeah, what?
We have to
Pavel,
be
anyone
ready.
can turn
We
on
can't
us.
assume everybody's going to.
2 of the 3 of them will. Right?
I mean,
Here's,
all of them.
here's my
might.
mindset.
That'd be
We
great.
think that they all are going to
Resilient.
turn on us and just let
What?
us think
Pavel,
that.
what is your deal? What is your deal with Resilient?
We did burn down.
What
the
is
whole
my
city.
deal with Resilient?
Yeah.
Well, he was responsible for stabbing Eli. He was responsible for destroying an entire town.
Mhm.
He took out Gray and now is living in his tower. I mean, where else can I continue on? This guy
He's
is
also-
no good. And he also
kinda
took muscles
creepy.
from us.
Yeah.
I feel like I just need to talk to him because I feel like he got
So destroying an
lost.
entire town, just somebody needs to be talked to?
Sometimes, Pablo.
I'm afraid you just don't see what he's become.
But what if by me talking to him, it stops what he's doing and he can help us?
He's already proven that he wants to use these for himself.
Right? But if I can convince him that he's losing his mind and that he can't literally rewrite time.
I appreciate
Because-
the confidence that you have in yourself to do that, but I just don't see that happening.
These are
His
choices
actions
you
have
can't make
proven-
right now.
His actions have proven otherwise. He's enjoying what he's doing. That is not somebody I feel you can reason with.
One person cannot rewrite time for everybody.
I
Apparently
agree.
we can.
He wants to.
Yeah.
I feel like I can talk to him and change his mind.
This is all coming to a head.
Yeah.
The closer we get to Thule, the lantern, everything, smoke and mirrors will be dropped and we'll be able to see our enemies for the first time. We'll have a clear distinction at that point. Until then, I suggest that we use what we can to get there. And we are running out of time.
And we have a resource waiting for us. And I believe we should take Ollie's lead on this.
If there's anyone we can trust, it should be each other. And Lucy looks down. If Ollie says that we can trust him, we don't necessarily have to, but we should take the help.
Well, it sounds like you lot are all decided.
I'm definitely not. I don't know why you guys just keep skimming over the fact that I literally remembered that they're working together. He wants these weapons.
Great.
But
Great.
There's one thing of wanting something to study, and there's another thing wanting to use them for power.
he didn't want them to study. He wanted to use them for power.
It sounded
He
like
wanted to use them because he said that if he had all the weapons, nothing would ever be a threat to their little city. That
so then
sounds
what
like
are you
somebody.
suggesting?
Yeah.
But
I don't
That we make
know.
it clear to him now that we're not on board, or do we fly under the radar and at least act like we're on the same team? Either
What if
way,
that's
I
what
think
he's
the
doing
best
with-
move is to jump on that damn airship, get over there, and get stuff done.
And then if
Not
we need
asking
to
anyone to
do
trust
something
him.
after, yeah, we can deal with that after. Someone takes the weapons, we don't let them. We take them back.
If they're working together, why are we willing to trust Rasilian and not him? Why would we be able to change one guy and not the other?
Because, I mean, Alara, wasn't Rasilian kind of coerced? And doesn't Rasilian end up killing Octavo?
Mhm.
He did.
Or
Yeah.
sorry, no. He meant to
He
kill
meant to.
Octavo and he kills Galia.
Maybe my
Damn.
father was just being deceptive to Rasilian.
Okay, so fine. If this is what we have to do, then that's what we have to do. But so now he knows that we're after the lantern. Does he know where the lantern is, Ollie?
Yes.
Okay, so hear me out. We get on the airship and he takes the lantern and we can't get off the airship.
We wouldn't have the lantern. We'd
Yeah,
have to
we're
go
gonna-
tonight.
No. She's saying we get the lantern, we get back on the airship, he takes it from us, and we're stuck there, right? Is that
Or
what you're
vice.
saying?
No, I'm saying
Oh.
we go we have to wait a week unless we use his resources to get the lantern. So either we get in the airship now to go get the lantern because we have no other way of crossing the water. Who's to say he's not just going to go take the lantern for himself?
Wouldn't you rather be there
Where?
on the airship with him to stop him? If that's the case.
Yeah, if he's gonna take it
mean-
for himself anyway.
All I'm saying is keep your enemies close, or keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
I don't see him
Okay.
doing that. As far as he goes, he's not gonna turn on me, and especially not turn on Gibble. And Gibble granted me this weapon. He helped me forge this weapon. He wants me to help you guys. Turning on me is turning on Gibble, and that goes against everything he stands for.
He likes playing with the elephant.
Right. All in favor of hopping on the airship.
Aye.
Are we taking the airship after we get the lantern? Yeah. In a week.
We'll see.
Wait, when does he want us to get on the airship, Ollie?
Tonight.
How do you
He
set
wanted
tonight?
us to
Oh.
come tonight.
So before we
that-
take the ship.
I mean,
Either way,
for-
he's leaving us a vessel.
Wait, the airship, you mean? He's leaving us the airship or a
The
boat?
small airship.
the
Well, the
smaller,
vessel
like
to get to the airship.
Okay. What? A vessel to get to the airship?
There is a big airship
Yes.
and smaller
Okay.
airships. He is
Okay.
giving us one of the smaller airships to get to the big airship to meet with
Okay.
him. That
And
is
he's
thing
on the
that's
big
going on.
airship.
And he is on the big airship where his
Okay.
resources are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is the situation we're at.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
By my count, I think we're in somewhat agreement. We'll look at Eli.
He'll look at Lucy and just kind of like shake his head. I don't know what to do anymore. I want that
Oh.
cloak.
Okay. Well, we can go get you the cloak before we go. How's that? That make you feel a little better?
It would actually.
Let's get to it then. Not much time left in the day.
All right. We're doing the whole
Oh, we all in agreement?
walking and talking.
Enough of us are, I feel like.
Yeah, I will. If we voted majority, I will support you guys because you're my friends.
Same. I don't trust anybody else but you guys. If we're going down, we all go down together.
I prefer.
Ash, I know that's a lot to ask of you. We've known you for
I don't think we're there yet.
hours.
I mean, I like you guys, but I don't like you guys.
I have common goals, but that's where we draw the line.
Isn't your family shit? It's like, I understand it, but yeah.
Sorry to bring you into the drama. Well, let's go get you that cloak then.
What? He's a kid. He threw a tantrum and he's getting what he wants.
Threw a tantrum, now he's getting a toy and some McDonald's chicken nuggets. And...
Your Happy Meal toy here.
I will make it canon
shut up.
that chicken nuggets are canon in this world. As you all get up, unsure, a little uneasy, but at least have a definitive path to take. You leave the arena, headed back through the large iron doors. Leaving the Brass Flamingo, you see that one of the smaller vessels don't seem to be there anymore, indicating that Lord Presage has already left. A guard standing by the other. As you walk past, you continue to make your way around the bend of the bay, back to the Twinkling Star, And as the sun sets, casting a familiar purplish pinkish hue throughout the night sky, you all take a deep breath in, feeling the warm air of the evening setting upon you. Making your way to the twinkling star, you see that the stars seem to be shimmering a little bit brighter, almost encouraging the night sky to do the same for you. As you walk into the establishment, the female elf looks up with a smile. Ah, I see you've all returned. I'm
Told you I'd be back.
Of course you did. I'm still waiting to hear back from my manager whether or not I can grant you a discount or not.
Oh no.
But hopefully he'll inform me soon enough.
Crimson.
Messaged you. I think he sent a message.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know where though.
Okay.
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 She closes her
Okay.
eyes for a moment. Excuse me, I...
Okay.
Of course. I've just received word from my manager. He's willing to knock the price down, considering your previous purchases here, and of course your continued patronage at the store, I'm sure. The cloak would be about 9,000 gold.
All right, guys. I'm gonna do some math here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! There's no math in D&D.
Do you have enough or no?
I'm 1,800 short.
I'll give her the 1800. Him, the 1800.
You have 1,800 gold just like lying around?
I have 250 platinum. I have total 3,313.
Okay. Thanks, Ollie.
No problem.
Ollie, go ahead and deduct that amount from your gold.
Eli's
Like-
poor.
Ash eyes go wild. He looks in his pocket and get 5 golds out. I'm like, oh damn. He puts it back in his pocket.
Lucy pats Ash on the back. Sorry, buddy.
This is
Oh, jeez.
so funny. Yeah, I'm broke.
Oh my, it's okay. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, Eli, we have friendship.
Yeah, we sure as hell do.
Can't even afford a 4-piece.
Good thing we bought those rings.
As you put the coin on the table, she takes a look at it, rolling the coins for a moment, just seemingly counting them a little bit. Well, it seems we have a deal then. If you'll excuse me for a moment. Leaving the coin on the table, she walks to the back room. A moment later, she returns with a package in hand. A box that she rests on top of the counter. As she opens it up slowly, you find a black cloak inside. Now, of course, you'll have to spend some time with this for the magic to take effect. Roughly an hour should do. Just make sure you're wearing it. But for you, I offer you a cloak of invisibility.
Eli's eyes are so wide. He looks like a kid on Christmas that like just got their PlayStation. He's
It's a Nintendo
thrilled.
64.
And he'll kind of like peer into the box and he'll look at his friends around him, and then he'll like pick it up and then put it on and fasten it and kind of like dust it off.
We'll pretend she's invisible. Whoa!
He's
Eli, it
invisible.
looks so
He's
good on
invisible.
you. Yeah.
Very fetching.
Wanted one of these for a long time.
Mhm.
And then he'll look back at the shopkeeper and say, "Thank you. I appreciate you doing business with me. And Ollie, thank you."
No
Of course.
problem.
It was a pleasure doing business to you as well.
He'll do like a little nod.
Is there anything else I can help you all with?
Well, I mean, unless the scroll's ready for Alara.
No, I'm sorry. It should be ready
No?
tomorrow morning, as
Mhm.
I had said before.
Oop.
Okay.
Well, thank you for your business.
Come back anytime.
One of the better shops we've been in, actually. See you walk out.
Leaving the Twinkling Star, you slowly make your way back to the front entrance of the Brass Flamingo. What would you all like to do?
Shall we go see your father?
No one else is
On
safe
that
enough to do it.
airship.
We should get to the ship.
Okay. Did he say if we get to sleep there?
I'm sure there's plenty of accommodations on the ship.
Okay.
As you make your way up to the guards, he holds his hand out for a moment. I'm sorry, this is... Oh, it's you. He looks towards Ollie. By all means, then, my lord.
Thank you, soldier. And I'll lead the way.
Okay. As you all enter into the small vessel, taking a seat, it reminds you a little bit of the pirate ship that you took from Survivor Island. Much smaller, but the memory's there. Finding your seats, the small vessel slowly starts to raise to the sky. Once it's about 10 feet off the ground, it picks up pace a little bit, instinctively by magic, making its way towards the large vessel that hovers over top of the bay. Albeit sunset, you see the brilliance of the ship in its entirety. Polished brass hull without a mark on it. Just from the sheer look of it, you can tell it's probably close to 4 or 5 levels within the cabin itself. As you approach closer to the main mast that's just sitting in front of the large fiery ring that spreads out and embodies or circles the entire vessel. And you do catch a glimpse of the large sigil that rests on the main sail, somehow animated like it's turning, but a golden cog rests directly in the center. Ollie, you would recognize this as your family's sigil. And as the small vessel comes down into the main ship, finding its docking port. That, my friends, is going to be a story for another evening.
Oh, ship.
Dirty bastard.
All right. With that said, we got a giveaway to do.
Giveaway.
Yeah, look at this thing.
Okay. Let's give we'll give people one last chance in order to enter before we close it off. If you haven't already, go ahead and use the command !dice in chat to be entered in to win the sketch dice, an amazing customizable set of dice of your very own that you can just go crazy with it. Tie-dye it, draw penises on it, whatever you want to do. What? Just make sure that you're following to be eligible to enter.
Also, thank you to Mr. Armory for this amazing giveaway. They are awesome. And you should go check out their website because they have lots of cool stuff on there.
And if you check out their website, be sure to use the code CAREFUL for a discount.
At checkout.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you guys. All
My
marketing.
God.
It's almost like you're professional streamers by now. Fantastic.
Almost.
It only took us like
I just rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
Oh,
Fair enough. With that said, I think that's probably all the entrances that we're going to have for the evening, so I'll go ahead and close that off right now. Now closed. Can I get a drum roll, please?
Yes.
And the winner of the sketch dice for the evening is none other than McBluff. Congratulations! If there's one person that I know is going to make phenomenal dice, it is absolutely
Congratulations,
McBluff.
Amazing.
And
Better
He's
take
McBluff.
pictures when you're done and put
Yes,
it in the Discord.
very,
or I will
very
Yeah.
much so.
find
we
you.
absolutely need to have. We absolutely need to have some pictures of that. McBluff, if you're in chat right now, congratulations. If you're not, no worries whatsoever. We will probably, Raina will reach out to you on Discord to get all your information. Don't say it like that. That's super creepy.
We'll find you.
That's a little bit better.
I don't know.
Rob's gonna lose sleep.
Okay, and we are going to do a little bit raiding for the evening, so stick around for the raid. But other than that, that's all I got. Is there anything else I need to say, Mrs. CC CEO?
No. No,
Okay.
not at all.
Okay, fantastic. And of course, for our raid message, hashtag CC Love Raid, because we've never been supporters of the hate raids, and we just want to show as much love as we possibly can. So if someone could put that down into chat with all the things and stuff, that would be very much appreciated. But before we leave you for the evening, there's one thing I can say. It's this. To all the adventurers out there, whether debating with your companions on what the right steps are to take, or feuding with a family member that you don't necessarily see eye to eye with, I beg of you all, one word of caution. Be careful out there. You can trip. Guys, we will see you in the next one. Take care.
Bye.
So long now.
So long, guys.